Welcome to a new video of Healthy Science, and as always I invite you to come along, take a hike, go outside, get away from that desk, get away from that lab you're in, and join me to go a bit outside, clear your mind, get some fresh and new perspectives and ideas would be great. This time I want to talk to you about what I like to call setting yourself free. What I like to call setting yourself free within academia, because that is definitely something I experienced. I struggled a lot during my PhD, had a lot of doubts about myself, about whether science is a very trustworthy and good method, because there are always so many limitations going on. I was wondering if I was a good scientist, whether I was in the right place, whether I was in the right team, research team. I had a lot of doubts about myself particularly. And that's, I think, what got me into a burnout during my second year of my PhD. And those doubts really flared up, right? So I was actually doubting everything, and whether I should quit or not, all those things, came across my mind. And I think a lot of people I talk to also experience a lot of doubts about themselves mostly, but also about whether they want to stay in academia or not. For me, I eventually decided to get out of academia. So for me, that was the right choice. I stand behind it, definitely, but it's not the right choice for everyone. But it might be a thing that's going on, in your mind, and whether a thing that you're doubting about. When I had my PhD, or when I had my burnout during my PhD, I decided to completely do things differently, because I felt like I was also in a prison, and I had to do all these things, these unwritten rules there are in science, and there are a lot, and join a competition, join the things everyone else was doing in science. So for example, I thought we had a mutual interest of finding out the truth together, and work together to help our patients better. That was my interest, my personal interest, and I thought that was what I was going to do together with my professors and everything. But it turned out that other people have a lot of different and other interests, and they didn't match mine. And that's what I was very confused about during the beginning of my PhD, and also what I was a bit disappointed in. And the image I had of practicing science completely collapsed, because there are so many other interests in play that I didn't know about beforehand, but now, I was in the middle of that. So other interests that stimulate the competition, so getting money, getting a certain message out in the world that fits the professor, or a lot of personal and other interests than actually the patient, what I was doing it for. So it got me disappointed and got me doubting about whether I want to be in that world, want to be a part of that world, and work in the way and have these interests in a way that they also had, the current professors and senior scientists. And I decided the answer was no. I didn't want to lose myself because that was practically how it felt. I didn't want to lose myself, and the reason why I got into science, because of the people and the world the academic environment is, which is quite toxic, actually, or can be very toxic. And so I decided to do things differently because you have way more freedom you actually think you might have. And when I came to that insight, this meant, of course, that I could practice science in my own way, and I could bend the rules a bit. Because at the end of the day, your supervisors, they, they, they care about the productivity, the things you deliver, the achievements. So the way you get there doesn't really matter for them, in general. So if you deliver good work, then it doesn't matter how you got to do that. But it only matters that you get results and that you did it. So I decided to do things completely different. Worked in a quite different way, and worked in a way that was best suited for me and how I liked it, and also to have my own interests more in control and not be a part of someone else's interest. So I made my own game plan, because if you don't do that, you become part of a plan of someone else. Someone else is deciding what's the plan, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So I decided to make up my own game plan, and I got results, even better results actually. So they didn't really care that much. So that was great. So this is a message to you, to tell you that you have way more freedom than you actually might think. I actually did a very extensive blog on it in the e-journal that the first edition is just out. You can actually see it, download it directly from healthyscience.online. And I give you the 6 steps in order to how you can do that, how you can set yourself free within academia. So, practice science in a different way that works best for you, and not be not play by someone else's rules, but still within the most important rules. But you can bend the rules a bit to your benefit. So it's more fun, more relaxed, and way more healthy. So look it up if you're interested. Just healthyscience.online. You can download it directly from there and find it in the e-journal. There's tons of more shit in there. There's a lot of content, so feel free to browse through it. And I'm also very happy to learn how and to hear from you. Like, what do you think of it? Feedback is always welcome. I always want to improve and make it better and more helpful. So feel free to send me some feedback on it. Just a message to say to you that you have more freedom than you might think now, and set yourself free. Not to go per se out of academia, that was a best decision for me, but also within academia you have way more freedom than you might think. So go ahead and look for yourself where your freedom might be and what kind of things. It can be in, if you're a morning person, just work mostly in the early mornings. If you're a night owl, just work at night. It can be in these tiny things about when you work or how you work, or or how you put yourself next to your supervisor, like how personally attacked you feel, or how you let criticism affect you in a negative way. So all those things, you can find it also in the blog, so read it if you will. And I put the link down here, and please let me know what you think. I'm very curious. And my message to you is, so set yourself free within academia. You don't have to step out of it to feel more freedom and more like you're doing your own thing, which suits you the best as well, and still get those amazing results, even better results. So that's of course a great benefit as well. All right. So let's go ahead and set yourself free. If you're having any ideas or wonderings or suggestions, questions, ask them here in the comments. It's all good, and I help you setting yourself free, bit by bit, step by step. That would be great. All right. See you next time.